Aloha, namaste, so much love. This is Kaypacha with the weekly Pele report. And we got a windy day out here in Costa Rica. It is March 27th of 2013. And it is a week of great change. It's pretty funny. I had somebody talk to me about making t-shirts having to do with the Pele report, this weekly astrological report. And one of the sayings that they were going to put on the t-shirt was, "This is a week of great change." Because I think I say it every week, but what can I say? It is. This is a week of great change. This is really, we got powerful stuff going on this week. How about that full moon last night? Whoa! Full moon, moon in Libra, opposite this sun in Aries. We've got Venus in Aries, Mars in Aries, Uranus in Aries. I mean, it's all going on. Mercury in Aries. So the Pisces party has turned into the Aries party. The Pisces party has turned into the Aries battlefield. I'm getting more emails and more clients and more chart readings with, breakups. And, people leaving people, and this happening abruptly, suddenly. This is Uranus, Mars Uranus. I talked about it last week. Sudden, unexpected breaks, changes. Now, we've got the Sun and Venus coming around tomorrow. Sun, Venus, Uranus conjunction. And the Sun and Venus are just traveling together. She's in the underworld. I talked about that last week or the week before. Venus is in this underworld now. You can't see her in the night sky. And it is this rearranging of the feminine. Then the feminine's in her warrior mode. Kali, Durga. Yeah, Venus in Aries is a fiery goddess of love. And not just love either. Battle, confrontation, assertion. So this is a time of breaking free, of liberating, or of being shocked and surprised and being forced to become independent, being forced to be liberated, being forced into your own personal sovereign self. This is what Aries is about. And this is what this Uranus square Pluto going on for a couple of years is about. Breaking out of external authority, and this is also breaking out of relationships. Let's look at some of the aspects for this week. This weekend, okay. Yads out the butt, okay. We've got this Jupiter coming in, to 11 degrees of Gemini, and it is in conjunct, quincunx to Saturn, quincunx to Pluto. It's exact, yes, this weekend, at its tightest on Sunday. Very powerful day, Sunday. If you're into the numerology, if you're into the numbers, we've got 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. The moon goes to 11 degrees of Sag, opposite Jupiter at 11 degrees of Gemini. Pluto is at 11 degrees of Capricorn. Chiron is at 11 degrees of Pisces. Venus and the Sun are at 11 degrees of Aries. We've got 6 planets at 11 degrees, with Saturn at like 10 degrees, 50 minutes. Damn near 11. That's like 7 planets at 11 degrees. It's a master number. It's a powerful number. And that's why I say it's a powerful week of change. And what does this change have to do with? I always think of the inconjunct, the 150 degree cycle, okay? And that is Jupiter has moved away from Pluto 150 degrees. The lighter body, the faster moving planet, in an 150 degree angle, is trying to break out, trying to break free from being controlled by the heavier body. So Jupiter is trying to break free from Pluto's grip. Then we've got Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, another yod, also going on at the same time. Mars is breaking away from Saturn, 150 degrees. So Jupiter pulling away from Pluto, Mars pulling away from Saturn, and the 150-degree aspect, you know, it's a Virgo aspect. It has to do with health. It has to do with adjustment. It has to do also then with, in times, service, guilt, shame, breaking free. It's more the 150-degree quincunx has more to do with guilt, and the 210-degree aspect, the other inconjunct quincunx, I don't want to give you too much astrology here, has more to do with shame. The one is breaking out, and we need to adjust to the needs of the world and other people. Mars breaking free, Jupiter breaking free. This says that it's time to stand in our power. Mars in Aries, Jupiter in Gemini, to break free, to go into new ground, new territory, be curious, explore, get more news, more information, more knowledge, educate ourselves. This is this big Jupiter in Gemini that's going on now. And like I say, that moon is going to come into Sagittarius on Saturday, and it's going to hit that 11 degrees, and it's going to be very powerful on Sunday. And then it goes into Capricorn on Monday and occults Pluto. That is, that the moon actually moves, it's at the same declination as well as longitude, and actually covers up Pluto. So Monday, again, Moon Pluto, very intense. Note the keywords for this week's Pele report. They are intense, intense, and intense. But I shouldn't laugh, because a lot of people are not experiencing this as easy, comfortable, safe. These are not keywords for this week. This is danger. If there's such a time of danger, this is it. Yeah? It's a time when you can blow your top, when you can, you know, react out of anger, where you can become overly defensive, where you can slam that door behind you on your way out. It's a time where you may want to just, like, take a few breaths and breathe deep and slow. Whether you are the one who's leaving or you are the one who has been left, this is a time where we are all changing the dynamics that we have in regards to commitment, relationship, and control. What's the shift that I see is happening with this Pluto-Uranus square, Saturn through Scorpio, all this larger stuff going on, Neptune moving through Pisces. We've talked about it a little bit before. The nature of the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the nature of our relationships, the nature of the old paradigm where relationships were based more upon need, more upon security, more upon clinging and dependency. This just simply cannot go on in the new frequency, the new paradigm, the new future consciousness. We have to become more sovereign. This is Aries, and it's going to move on and continue into Taurus. So this is the time. We've got to meet our own needs, fill our own needs, be our own mother, be our own father, be our own best friend. It's like the more we can really come into relying on our vertical, spiritual, shashumna, the kundalini, whatever, our spirit connection, for our strength, our security, our stability, our warmth, our nurturing, our love, the better off we're going to be. And the less traumatized we're going to be. And the less we're going to be in a state of dependency and need on this outside, horizontal, temporal, third-dimensional world of ego relationship. So then our relationships, we don't need relationships anymore. I don't need you. I've got spirit. I've got self-love. I'm connected to the infinite flow of the universe. And the only reason I'm here in this relationship is because I want to be. The difference between needing and wanting. And if I just don't have any needs, I'm not burdening the relationship. I'm not burdening my partner. I'm not depending, counting, gonna die without my partner. That is not working for us anymore. I just want to be with my partner. I'm self-sufficient. I'm sovereign. I take care of my own needs. I'm spirit-driven, spirit-guided. My need for abundance and security and love, I receive from all directions. Multidimensional. So when I'm here with you, it's because I want to play. I want to enjoy. I want to have fun. I want to give. I want to serve. I want to share myself. So it's it's this balancing of the giving and the taking. And we're not needing, taking. We're in this place of power, of truth, of love, of warmth, and then we become the fountain of love, the fountain of life, the fountain of giving. And that's our future, and that's coming. I say by the year 3000 or so. We got another 1,000 years. I mean, there's plenty. We got plenty of lifetimes happening here. But we're pretty much in this place now where if it's the old way, if it's the old person, if it's the old paradigm, bam, boom, chop, chap, poof. Shock, surprise, aha, wow, oh no, oh yes. Or, I can't stand it, this is so binding and so limiting and you're so needy and it's so heavy and it's all so, I gotta break out, I gotta break free even though I love you. Even though you're amazing and beautiful and we really have something special. I've got to breathe. So either way, whether, like I say, things are breaking up now. And that's not all, right? I mean, if you got into the new paradigm, you got into your vertical, you're doing your inner work, you're doing your spirit work, you're making it happen. Then there's also these new paradigm relationships that are coming together. Yeah, and there are these people, that are, realizing and liberating and coming into relationships out of joy and want and not out of need and insecurity and fear. And so this is a time for new beginnings, new starts. So it's not just, it's not all just falling apart. There is new, initiate, Aries, begin, break out. Mars, breaking out from the underworld. Jupiter, I'm breaking out from the underworld. Mars, breaking out from Saturn. The 16-ton Monty Python weight. That's Saturn. Boom. So, it's not a time to be chilling out, and it's not easy to relax. Uranus is the nervous system, Sun, Venus, Uranus, Mars still around Uranus. All this stuff is really tweaking us out. So it's important to relax. It's important to, breathe. And to, be in a place of not being so attached to a particular outcome, but listening with that Neptune Chiron in that Pisces, still always listening to the spirit message. So, the mantra for this week then is just when I thought it was over and I could finally settle down, life continues to challenge me to rise up and hold my ground. And this week is kind of we want to be creative, and so this week we can create our own mantra. I have 3 options for the last line. Yeah, it can be to rise up and hold my ground, to stand firm and hold my ground, or to stand tall and hold my ground. So you might want to play with that a little bit. Do you need to stand tall? Do you need to stand firm? Or do you need to like rise up because somebody knocked you down? You know? So there's 3 different ways you can do it. You can, you know, end up with that last line. Okay, so it's just when I thought it was over and I could finally settle down, life continues to challenge me to rise up and stand my ground. No, stand my ground. I thought it was hold my ground. To stand tall and hold my ground. No, no. To stand firm and jump off the ground. Yeah, whatever, man. Just go for it. Charge. And stay in a space of gratitude for whatever was. Remember the good times. Remember what went down that was joyful. Yeah. And, yeah, so you're in gratitude and also then, of course, hope. Or even better than hope is knowing that Spirit has our evolution in mind. Namaste, aloha, so much love. So what do you think you're doing there, fella? Yes, sirree. How friendly.
Very friendly.
Nice big smile, opens up his arms to come and see us. Hello. Just kind of waving.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Goodness me. A sloth. Not going too far too fast. Just kinda lazing around. Yes, indeed.